And I'm wondering if they were like, are we like they're getting the Kente cloth handed to them and they're like, are we really doing this? Wait, you mean to tell me all the white people are wearing this ish too? Whose idea was this? Nancy Pelosi. Oh gosh, man. Nancy Pelosi. Like there's so much I want to say, Tom. There's so much I want to say right now. Oh boy. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi is pandering black voters by wearing a Kente cloth and kneeling. And Tom, just go.
Okay. Well,
oh my
on Monday, Democratic congressional leaders came together in Emancipation Hall in the U.S. Capitol to kneel together in support of the fight for racial justice. They were announcing their proposed bill for federal police reform legislation. But what caught the eye of most people was that the largely white Democratic delegation that went to kneel were wearing Kente cloths, which, for those of you who don't know what a Kente cloth is, it's an artisanal product. It holds social, sacred, and historical meaning to the I have never said this word before. The Akan people.
Tom,
with the threads of gold, green, blue, red, and black, each symbolizing a different set of values, such as serenity, fertility, renewal, and spiritual awareness.
Tom just Googled it, just so you guys know. But yes,
it's even worse. I'm reading a Forbes article about a Kente cloth.
Oh God. Okay. But yes. In a very formal Forbes matter, yes, Forbes, Kente cloth. Yes.
Yeah, Steve Forbes. He's a big fan of Kente cloths.
Oh, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Speaks Swahili fluently and everything. But anyway, yes. So she was found wearing that ish live. I'm just gonna let you guys see this. You guys take a look at this, and we're gonna talk about it because, we need to talk about this.
Under the leadership of Karen Bass, many of us had the privilege last year of going to Ghana to observe the 400th anniversary of the first slaves going across the Atlantic. America really there was no United States, but going across the Atlantic. It was a horrible, the kidnapping, the purchase of those slaves, the dungeons in which they were kept, and if they survived that, to be on a slave ship, and if they survived that, to be sold into slavery. When we were in Selma, only just in March, we saw at Brian Stevenson's, one of his museums, a beautiful display, heartbreaking display, but children, little children saying, "Mama, Mama, has anyone seen our mother?" These children separated from their mothers, the cruelty of that. And that's why when George Floyd called out for his mother, when he was subjected to that knee in the neck, it was just a continuation of some horror that has existed in our country.
Clearly she's reaching for something. Clearly she is trying to, of course, connect. I get it. I get it. I get it. But why? No. This is not, this ain't gangster. No. Tom?
Yeah, I mean.
Holy God.
I want to think her heart's in the right place.
Oh, absolutely.
What she's saying is wonderful. But would you do this with any other ethnicity? I mean, if you were going out to protest, immigration border crackdown, would you go out there wearing a sombrero and like a bandolero across your chest? I mean, wait, it's just. Yeah. I mean, I get that she's trying to do it to say like, "Hey, I hear your voice," but boy, that is some. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people find it endearing.
Yeah.
But it's a little cringy for me.
We got a little bit more to watch on this particular clip because there's more. Hey.
And I graciously led them in falling over when it was over so that they could do the same thing. But here we are, the martyrdom of George Floyd.
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. Martyrdom. No. See, I wanted to pull that clip up. Sorry. But the last thing we need to do is say that George Floyd was a martyr. Like, same thing as what Candace Owens said earlier. That's one part that I totally disagreed with her on. George Floyd was not a martyr. He did not die to save us type thing. He did not willingly put his life on the line to save the betterment of our people. He was unjustifiably murdered live in front of people. So the last thing that you want to be doing, Nancy Pelosi, all Democrats, is putting George Floyd and his name and martyr in the same sentence at the same damn time. He was a victim of racial police brutality. He is not a martyr. And when you say something like that, it sounds like you are pandering to the black community. Like you're reaching for something. I'm not done yet. I am sorry. Because there's more. Holy God, there's more.
Today, with the Justice in Policing Act, the Congress is standing with those fighting for justice and taking action. Let us, my colleagues, just go over some of those names of martyrdom.
Here we go.
George Floyd, Jackson Davis, Oscar Grant. So sad. Breonna Taylor. Armand Arbery, Botham Jean, Terrence Crutcher, Philandro Castle, Freddie Gray, Walter Scott.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now this is the other thing. All right, here it is. I know her intent. Today it seems like there's a theme song going on. You know, it's about intent, but it's the delivery. First off, it's Castile. It's not Castle. Okay? This ain't a crime drama on TNT. Why do I know that? I do not know. Don't ask me. But if you're going to name the people's names, you see that moment where she looked up and she kind of like tried to ad lib a little bit like, oh, so sad. Because she probably saw Philando Castile's name and was like, holy God, I've never said this man's name before or this person's name before. Here it is. That's only part 3 or 4, wherever clip that was. I mean, there's more I'm going to show you guys here, but I'm going to pull up Tom here so that you guys can see his lovely face as well. But on some real stuff, guys, here it is. Here it is, real quick before we dive all the way in. Before we dive on into this, just like what our brother James said earlier in the show, we understand the intent. It's what is in the heart. We get that. But at the same time, number one, when you start saying martyrdom, when you start putting him in as a martyr, that's when people start thinking, that's when a lot of people start going, wait a second. Now it sounds like you're just trying to sound good for us to get either our vote or whatever. And second, why the hell weren't you guys doing this before? Why suddenly you guys are doing this now? Doesn't make any sense to me. Why right now? Right now, of all times. Why is it suddenly that you guys give a damn now when you should have gave a damn a while before so that we didn't have to have you guys writing off and listing off and mispronouncing people's names? Real talk. That you've never even formed those words out of your mouth. And now you're going to wear a Kente cloth and say, we're with you? What the hell is this? This is the moment where I'm like, damn. You know, I'm a Democrat. This is not a moment that we need to see. Oh, you know, the part where they're kneeling and all that stuff. We're going to show that too. But damn, man, damn, don't do that. You are clearly pandering. You don't give a damn about anything. Nancy Pelosi's main focus is to get Trump out of the White House. That is it. She doesn't care. She's like, oh, wait, I have to wear this Kunta Kente cloth. What is this? A Philando Castle. Come on. It's frustrating because I want everybody to get onto the team, onto our side and be like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Let's make this stuff happen. This is the injustices, blah, blah, blah. But this is fake as hell, y'all. Fake as hell. Fake. It's so frustrating. It's making us look bad. It's making us Democrats look bad, bruh. It's making us look bad, man. Tom, speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I'll just read here, and I want to make very clear that when we say that George Floyd isn't a martyr, it's not to say that George Floyd's death is in any way justified or to say he wasn't a good man or anything like that.
Absolutely.
But you know. The diction. I'll read the dictionary definition of the word martyr: is a person who suffers very much or is killed because of their religious or political beliefs, and is often admired because of it. And I think you're absolutely right. He wasn't killed because of his religious or political beliefs.
Exactly.
He was killed because he was black man.
Yes, and when she says something like the martyrdom of George Floyd, oh dear God. See, here's the thing. That's my issue. That's what grinds my gears. I have no problem backing up anything that anyone else has said on the opposing side of like, oh, he didn't, racial injustices don't exist. Police brutality, within the confines of race doesn't exist. I will fight all day long. Oh, he died unjustifiably. I will fight all day long about that stuff. But do not tell me that he was a martyr and then put him on this pedestal, like the way they're putting him up like that right now. The way she just did that is not what needs to be done. Period.
Now, I will say on the flip side of that, you hear a lot of people that are bringing up, George Floyd's past.
Yep.
Whether it be his prior arrests or anything like that.
It's porn movies.
That's not cool either. Yeah, but that's not cool either.
No, it's not.
I don't think.
No.
I mean, George Floyd was a man, and he could have been any black man.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily. I mean, I'm a white guy. I know that it's I know myself that this is an uncomfortable conversation to have right now.
Absolutely.
But I don't like Candace Owens going out there either and listing off every bad thing George Floyd's ever done in his life while his body's not even in the ground yet.
No.
I mean, that's disgusting, abhorrent behavior on Candace Owens' part. But on the flip side of this, coming out with Kente cloths and trying to make George Floyd into Jesus Christ to suit your own political
agenda,
narrative.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're just co-opting his name for your political, your political ambitions as well, which is, pretty gross also.
Like I said, there's no reason for you to sit here. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm really angry because, I sat there, went through that whole Candace Owens video, did a reaction to it, reacted to the whole topic of her sitting there going, they're making him come out like a martyr. And when I said that, when I saw that video at that time, I'm like, no, they're not. No, we are not. We are not making him a martyr. We are using him as a symbol of the things that have happened and that this is enough. But then when you have somebody that is in office that is passing bills, that are trying to get bills signed for anti-lynching laws, the whole nine, and one of the few things that they say, one of the many things that they say is the martyrdom. Person was not a martyr. He is not Jesus Christ. He is not any martyr that we know of. He is not Gandhi. Okay? He is not. He was a man who died unjustifiably, first and foremost. And his name will be in history books and on the tips of our tongues forever because of how he died and why and what his death. And it is an example of his death is the root of an issue that has been basically deep-seated and underneath this earth of this country for a very long time. And his death finally unearthed it to a certain extent where we're finally doing something about it. That's what's going on. He is not a martyr. So when you sit there and say that, Nancy Pelosi, it's like, you just made us look really bad, man.
Yeah.
The Republicans just took a point. 1 point for the Republican side. And every other person that's sitting there saying that this Black Lives Matter movement is trash. You don't say that. And then you don't wear Kente cloth. You just don't. You just don't. And then, oh my dear God, you just don't. You just don't. And I'm going to show this video real quick. Sorry, Tom. I know you want to say something. But hold it for 2 seconds, because I want to show this video of them kneeling. Because they all get together and kneel for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, if I'm correct. They don't show it all here. Trust me, I'm not going to put you guys through it. So, but here it is. It's kind of a funny moment. Kamala Harris. Girl in the background trying to cover up her panties. And then this moment.
Why'd you get up?
She can't get up. Yeah. Yes. So, anyway, just that other part. Just wanted to throw that up because, yeah, that they literally kneeled for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And, here it is. I give them mad props for doing it. But at the same time, it's like, people, you don't have to try so damn hard. You really don't. We get it. If you're on our side, if you're on the side of the movement, you're on the side of the movement. We get it. We get it. Tom, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I mean,
sorry about that, man.
Again, you can. I don't know. I don't know where her heart is on this. I mean, it could be she does feel very impassioned about this and wants to get it done. My only reservation about this is that, again, George Floyd's death is not something that took place in a vacuum. It's a long list, as she pointed out, of Black men and women that have been killed unjustifiably by police. But she doesn't come out after every instance of it and say something. She comes out when cities are on fire during an election year, and she puts on a Kente cloth and, mispronounces a name or two. It's not to say that she doesn't care. She might very well care.
Oh, yeah.
But it just reeks a little bit of political opportunism during an election year to come out with a Kente cloth and pretend like, this is something that you think about day in and day out. Which, I mean, maybe it is, but to me, it just kind of reeks of political opportunism. Yeah.
And that's what I see. It's kind of like wait, how do I wear this cloth? Wait, so is it a fist? Does it need to be a black fist or can it be mine? I'm confused. It just seems like she's not fully, she doesn't know exactly what's going on. Of course, like I said, I understand the intent fully. But then it's like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we are starting to make changes and things start happening, these are not the times when you start doing something stupid. And it feels like she's doing something stupid. And that's it. And like I said, it's kind of like oh yeah, I love that hippity hop. I love that too, Pake. And that Biggie Natalius B.I.G. It's like, what?
Ooh.
What
Did
are you talking about?
Natalius?
Yes,
B.I.G.?
I did. I did say Natalius B.I.G. Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds delightful.
It does actually sound good. But at the same time, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? This is who we have out there trying to, like I said, she's literally jumping on the bandwagon of the BLM movement because right now Trump looks really, really bad. So she's going, ooh, this is an opportunity to get what I want. And I want him out of office. So I'm going to do it by any means necessary, Malcolm X, to get him out.
And she also has a progressive Democrat opponent in the primary. So she's definitely trying to show her progressive credentials. But, just come to it honestly, Don't try and put on airs and say, oh, I've got this Kente cloth. And, not to focus too much on the Kente cloth. I'm sure, I don't know where the idea for all of them to wear that came from. It might have been something, totally benign, but just come to it honestly.
Right.
We're going to need to have honest back and forth conversations with each other. And when you're coming in with a Kente cloth that everyone's just like, well, hang on. That almost distracts entirely from the moment itself.
It's
the moment itself is supposed to be for George Floyd. You're taking the knee, but all anybody's seeing is what the hell's she got on her neck? Why is she wearing that?
Yeah. To me, it's like, sorry to say it like this, but it's almost as if it's like the girl, the white girl that hit, that got to get it with a black dude once. And suddenly they understand the black culture and they understand the swag and all that the black culture has and everything. That's what it seems like. Oh, I understand that because that's what this means. And, oh, yeah, I love chitlins. Like, get out of here. Shut up. Stop trying so damn hard. We gets it. We appreciate you being on the team. Be on the team. But you don't have to go all the way out of your way with the Kente cloths and all. And then I'm looking at all the other people that are in the room that are black. And I'm wondering if they were like, are we they're getting the Kente cloth handed to them and they're like, are we really doing this? Wait, you mean to tell me all the white people are wearing this ish too? Whose idea was this? Are you sure we're going to do that? Who said we're going to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like Kamala Harris. I'm just curious if she was like, wow, we're really wearing this right now? I mean, I'll wear it, but who else is wearing this? And I'm not saying that white people can't wear it, but at the same time, what's the intent behind it? Is it a good move or not? To me, it seems like it's pandering.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.